I'm back, and today we're making pork lo mein. Let's talk about what we need. Obviously, you need some pork. This is marinating. We'll talk about that in a second. 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, some minced garlic. I actually did this on the microplane thing because I recently started doing that, and now it's the only way I want to prepare my garlic. Some grated ginger, again, microplaned. 1 tablespoon of cooking sherry. That's what I'm using. If you have Chinese cooking wine, that's what you're supposed to use, but not everybody can find that, okay? I don't want to hear about me doing too many substitutions. 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of half a teaspoon of sesame oil, 1/4 cup of soy sauce, some kind of noodle, and in this bowl we have some onion, 2 carrots cut into matchsticks. I actually use my julienne tool because that's way easier, and then we have a red bell pepper. So that's everything we need. Oh, let's talk about the pork marinade really quickly. So in this bag, I have cut up pork loin, I think. It's either pork loin or pork tenderloin. I think they're the same thing. And our marinade consists of rice vinegar, sesame oil, and soy sauce. So I'm gonna try not to make too much noise as I say this, but we put that in this bag with all of the cut up pork, and it's been sitting here for almost 40 minutes now. So we really have to get moving because that's how long it says to marinate this for, and I don't know what's gonna happen if we exceed 40 minutes. The first step that we wanna take, other than everything I already did, is we wanna mix together the sauce for the noodles. So we're going to whisk together soy sauce. Great, that was perfect. I'm gonna add an extra little splash. That's probably good. Next is sesame oil, sugar, sherry, garlic, ginger, and the cornstarch. Whew. By the way, does anybody have any good tips for getting your hands to stop smelling like garlic? And here's our sauce. All right, guys, we're ready to move over to the stove. So we're ready to start cooking our pork. I'm gonna turn on my flame. And the recipe says to use vegetable oil. We're using avocado oil. It's time to add some pork. Lots of room in here. I thought I was gonna have to do the pork in a million batches, but I feel like we could maybe get this done in 2. You guys need to know this smells amazing so far. It smells kind of sweet, which is weird because I don't remember putting anything sweet in the marinade. It's just those 3 things I told you, which I can't recall at the moment what they are. Oh my god, this smells good. I already can't wait to eat this. I want to know, by the way, obviously you're watching this video so you're interested in pork lo mein, but when you guys order Chinese takeout, do you order pork, chicken, vegetable, or shrimp? I think those are the only options. If I'm missing one, tell me in the comments. But which kind of lo mein do you order when you get takeout? I want to know. Okay, so all the pork is cooked. I, of course, forgot halfway through that I was cooking more pork than the recipe called for, and then I remembered. So we broke it up into 2 containers, and one's going in the freezer. But now we're going to turn the flame back on. Oh, and the pork that's got the foil on it right now for tonight, I put all the liquid from the pan into that because, like, why would I want to waste sauce? Now we're going to add some more avocado oil. And it's time to start cooking the vegetables. So in they go. They smell very nice. Shit. I don't know how this is all gonna fit. There's no way it's all gonna fit. Well, I guess the vegetables will shrink because the noodles are supposed to go in this pan too. I also filled up a pot of water. So we're gonna turn that flame on so we can get this boiling so that it's ready for when it's time to add our pasta. I am gonna put a lid on that though. And I salted the water. I don't remember if I mentioned that. All right, let's pay attention to the vegetables now. The recipe said to give these about 6 minutes. I don't know how we're gonna fit the noodles in here, but I guess we're gonna try. This recipe is a bit of a doozy. They also forget to tell you at what point to cook your noodles, so I actually earlier put this same pot on the stove and I filled it with water and timed it to see how long my stove takes to boil water. If anyone's wondering, it's 8 minutes and 14 seconds. Beat that. But then based on that, I added some notes for myself to let me know when I should add my noodles to the water and when I should turn the water on, just because, you know, I'm not good at cooking with more than 1 burner. Timing is really important in comedy and in cooking, but especially in cooking. So hopefully I can get this right, and then you guys, if you want to make this recipe, I hope my video helps helps you. If you do want to make this recipe, it will be linked in the description as always, and you will also notice that I left out the cabbage that they mentioned. That's right, I did not have all the ingredients again. I'm putting on a timer now. It said to cook the veggies for 6 minutes, so I'm gonna give them 4. We don't want them completely soft. It said crisp tender. I'll come back when the pasta water is boiling. There we go, boiling water. All right guys, so we had to take the veggies out of the pan. So they are in this nice bowl. I'm gonna put some foil on top so they stay hot. I'm using udon noodles, by the way, because I found them at the store and I thought that sounded cool. And this is supposed to be done in 5 minutes. Chaos here. There's the noodles cooking away. So I'll show them to you again in 5 minutes. The next step after this is to cook the sauce in the pan by itself and whisk it until it thickens. And I don't know how long that's gonna take. I'm just gonna cook the noodles entirely. I'll give them the full 5 minutes. Then I'm gonna put them in this bowl and I guess cover it with foil because that's the theme of tonight. And I will cook the sauce without having to worry about the noodles, if that makes sense. I'm gonna wait till the noodles are done to cook the sauce, but you'll see that, so I can stop talking now. Okay, you might have just heard the timer go off. I am going to get the noodles into this bowl. Change of plans. I realized the other one was probably too small. Are you seeing all that steam? It's probably not good for my phone. Then again, what could be worse than raw pork? Wow, these noodles just fall right the fuck out of my spider because they're so long. Are you even supposed to put hot food in this? I hope so. I'm nothing if not good at getting lots of stuff dirty when I cook. Let's turn our flame back on. And it's time to add this sauce and whisk it. It says to whisk until thickened. It already looks thick to me. I don't understand. If there's one lesson we learned tonight, it's that, well, 2 things, I guess. 1, I need goggles, and 2, I need a bigger fucking pot.
The angle's way too, you have it way too high.
Billy, just eat the food.
It's good, just a little salty. It tastes a lot like soy sauce.
There is a lot of that in it. I like it.
Yeah, I like these udon noodles. The pork's really good.
Would you eat it again?
Yeah. So I'm on my second bowl, and I originally said my first couple bites were salty, but I think it just wasn't mixed enough because it's not overly salty. It's really good.
Say it again.
It's really good.